Hey Tarn, how you doing? Hey Claudia, how's it going? Hi Rose, how are you? Hey Shoxy, how you doing? Hey Ashley, what's going on? Cloudy day here today. Got down to like 26 last night. Hey Sherry, pretty good. Hey Larry, not a bad day though. Kind of damp, cloudy. Hey Rachel, how's it going? Oh, did you Rachel? All right. Oh yeah, so here. What's that Celsius? Let's see. I think it'd be about 13 around there. 13 Celsius. Hey Red Raider, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, it got cold here last night, like 28, something like that. You can see how people are dressed, wearing sweaters. Oh, do you need some rain? You never know, Jacqueline. People ask questions, kind of takes off from there. Yeah, chilly. At least it's not windy, so that helps a lot. Oh wow, Rose. Hey Mike, how you doing? How's it going? A lot of it has to do with dosages, and it might not be the proper medication for you. How long you been on it? West Branch, Michigan, Claudia. Hey Sandra. Hey Anita. Yeah, I know what that's like, Ashley. I've had plenty of those. Hey J.O. Roby. Robbie. Hey Druid. How you doing? Hey Sean. Hey PC. How's it going? Yeah, well, I mean, it's true, but I mean, it's better than being chronically depressed and not being able to get anything done. There are better medications out there. Yeah, actually, that sucks. Well, don't blame it on anything. Sometimes it just happens. Believe me, I went through about a 10-year period of that. There is no way in hell I could work for about 10 years. Yeah, coffee will do that, man. They induce panic attacks with caffeine on purpose with people that have never had them before. You think because you can buy it anywhere and you can drink as much of it as you want, like it's harmless, but it's not entirely true. Yeah, it's true, Druid. You're exactly right. Yeah. Oh, okay, Rachel. Okay, Ashley. Hey, Luke. How's it going? How are you? Yeah, Rachel. Well, it's normal to be depressed like that. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, some people don't, but what I'm saying is they can induce a panic attack with people that have never had one before by using only caffeine. Oh, thanks, Stephen. Yeah, Zoloft's kind of an old-fashioned medication. Oh, hey, Connecticut, how you doing? Thanks, Chloe. Appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome, William. Glad you like them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a better moon video tonight. It's going to have to clear up a lot. I got a lot of time, though. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, with some people, I have it happen myself sometimes. I mean, if I drink, you can get, once in a while I'll get a large caramel latte, and it's 260 milligrams of caffeine. And if I'm having a good day, it's fine. I'm glad that I had it. But if I'm having a bad day, it can drive me nuts. And once you've had that to drink, you're screwed. You're along for the ride. Oh, thanks, Ras. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a questionnaire where I can be more definitive and pin these women down about the beginning drug use, current drug use, and the women that have went to rehab, and they can explain why it didn't work. There'll be a common pattern there. I'm just not sure what it is yet. There you go, Kat. So you're disciplined. 1 cup a day. That's all I do. I'm assuming okay. I haven't been down there since a week ago today, but I'll be getting down there Thursday. I got a ton of stuff to deliver. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, appreciate watching them. Ah, thanks, Steven. Tell you the truth, though, man, as you guys know, if you've been around a while, I never ask anybody to subscribe, hit the like button, or leave a message or whatever's left. It's just, people know what they like, and if they like it, they'll watch it. And if they don't, I never had any big goal to, come up with some channel and just constantly beg for subscribers. It's the same thing I'm doing now that I did before. And like I said before, if somebody offered to sponsor me, I wouldn't do it because it would change things. Yeah, she's crazy. I think she's out of her mind. I wish I was making 20 grand a month. But it doesn't matter that I'm not. What these people don't understand is that Social Blade doesn't have any way of distinguishing a video that's tagged for not suitable for most advertisers. That's a killer. Hey, Sherry. It's it's next to demonetization. Now, if I didn't have that tag, it'd be really good. But you know what? It's getting to the point now where, nobody ever emailed me when I had no subscribers and then I drove to Detroit and got a hotel for 10 years straight. 10 years straight of going down there and doing photography and videos. No one ever said, hey, Tom, well, you're really losing your ass down there. You got to be flat broke. You can't be making any money. Let me send you $20. Nothing. But now that this stupid Social Blade is out there and people think that I'm getting rich, it just seems to really tick people off that they think there might be some money in somebody doing videos. I don't know an explanation to anybody. Hey, Jane. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Bunny. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, they can post their income tax on my YouTube channel. Let's see how much they made last week and what their expenses are. It's none of their business. And everybody that I interview, there wasn't one person before I went down there to pay these people for their time. And they consent to an interview. So, I mean, what can I do? There's a couple of them that I'm not going to interview them anymore. They're going to wonder and insinuate, heck with them. Or they're going to wonder and insinuate, heck with them. Yeah, Mike, that's the way I look at it. Oh, Daisy's good. She's sleeping in the van. Hey, Mitchell, how you doing? Yeah, I mean they can. Yeah, it's just a certain type personality, man. There's just so many weirdos that come out of the woodwork with a YouTube channel. Everybody's happy and content if they think you're losing your ass and going broke. You won't get any comments. Oh, thanks, Casey. That's good. That's good. I'll tell you who's making money is that invisible guy, women. But if you're homeless, I don't think a video like that would get tagged. I think you'd do great. Hey, Marie, how you doing? Yeah, I think I'm the only one that pays anybody as well. I mean, I'm not bragging about it, but it's the truth. Yeah, I'm about ready to answer that question differently. That's good, Marie. I mean, I never claimed to like have any great goal or purpose when I go down there. I thought it was unfortunate that they end up in these positions, and it's interesting to talk to them. They seem willing to talk. I think I get almost as, I bet I get as many interviews if I didn't pay them. So, I mean, what's the problem here? Yeah, isn't that the truth, Druid? Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, I can't win. Either I'm paying them, and they're using the money for drugs, or I'm not paying them enough. Hey, Cassie, how you doing? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you like them. Thank you. Thanks. No, hey, I don't get it. Believe me. I got 10 years of losses to prove it. I mean, if I was guessing, I think some of them like to talk to me. I don't think anybody has a problem with it, or they wouldn't do it. I've told them before if they wanted to, start their own channel, I'd help them with it. But as you can imagine, in that particular circumstance, they're a world away from a computer and a laptop and an SD card and uploading it. I mean, it's a long ways away. Yeah, you're right, Druid. Hey, Leon, how you doing? How's it going? I just had some bitch leave a comment this morning. She says that I really seem to have an affliction with prostitutes, and it really weirds her out. I mean, how could you come up with some statement like that if you watch any of the videos? I don't care about the negative videos. I don't even watch them. I know who they are. They've tried contacting me in the past. I don't want anything to do with them. Like I told you before, if I didn't moderate and I didn't block nasty comments and ban people, I'd probably have a way bigger channel. But I don't care. I'd rather have a smaller channel and tell people to pound sand, block them, ban them, tell them to get lost. It's fun. Where do you live, Ashley? And I'll tell you another thing I did too. Now, you might not agree with this, but I went out of my way to be kind to a couple people that were trying to start YouTube channels. And once I canned one as a moderator, it was nothing but trouble. And when I find out from other moderators on the channel that there are people that come to my chats and post comments, and they're going over there talking like this lady took the high road by trying to be a peacemaker, it's total bullshit. And if I find out about it, I don't want them over on my channel. It's a private channel with public access. If someone's going to be starting trouble like that, I don't want them here. I'll block and ban all of them. Oh, thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. You know, you'll find if you put up your own videos, you're always doing this. You should have done it that. Why didn't you do it this way? You were too early. You were too late. You paid too much. You didn't pay enough. No, it's really unfortunate there are people out there that just, it reminds me of like kids fighting on a playground. You can go back and you can look at all my earlier chats and all my earlier videos. I was very kind to these people, and I couldn't have done anything different. It wasn't like I on them or did something wrong. I just didn't want to have anything to do with them. And once they realized that, it was like game on. I mean, if you guys start like a channel, I mean, I never started it thinking I'm going to really build this great content and have this channel. I was just kind of screwing around, and in the midst of that, I had more followers. Oh, thanks, Rachel. You got shots in your back. Would you get an epidural? Oh, Ashley, she has been like a huge problem. Just a total nightmare to deal with. I mean, really a huge problem. I mean, any of these people, they're so crazy that if I was near them, if they saw me, they'd make up something that I did to them. That's how nuts they are. Now, what happened is, what'll happen if you can put what you think is interesting comments to or video until your face turns blue. You just get lucky. I mean, you get a video that takes off and it gets recommended, and then you're kind of home free. That's the way it worked with me. I mean, I do the same thing now that I did when I didn't have any subscribers. No different. It's not like I got better at what I'm doing. Yeah, it sure seems like a droid, yep. But, you know, what inevitably happens is trying to run a channel like that will eventually bite them in the ass. You'll get a limited group. If you look at the entire picture, most people aren't like that. So it'll seem like you're building your channel based on talking bad about someone or saying nasty things, but in the long run it doesn't work, and the people will just drop off, and before you know it there's no content. So they really shoot themselves in the foot, but most of them are just angry people with low IQs. Nah, I'm just finishing this heroin book up today, actually. That book. Oh, Fredericksburg, Virginia, okay. Chosen One support group. What the hell is that? Yep, that's my email. Yep. I'll tell you why I have haters, because I cut them off. They just got to be like too much trouble. I didn't have any romantic interest in them at all. and I could see where it was going. If you have an intelligent person, you can sit down and you can have a rational conversation. But if you've got someone that's just kind of a little off, low IQ, and they're angry, that's the only way they can deal with things is by hate and anger. Really, it's a certain type of personality, but you'll find them. Yeah, big time, Sherry. It's a huge problem. Yep. Heroin and crack cocaine. No, you're right, Druid. You got it. That's a good quote. No, I mean that's just the tip of the iceberg. These people are really off their rocker. Oh, I don't doubt it. You're better off just staying away from those people. I did. Thank you, Jay. I got that. Yep. Thank you. Here's another problem I have is I upload a lot of videos, right? So what happens if your videos are linked to your Gmail, and every time I upload a video, I get a Gmail notice. Somebody makes a comment, I get a Gmail notice. So all of a sudden, you got all these Gmails. They all look the same in your mailbox. So sometimes I don't mean to not reply to somebody, but there's so many of them, I don't scroll back far enough because I can't really distinguish you some of the times. Most of the times I can because of what's in the body and the header. But sometimes emails just get kind of lost in all the other Gmail notifications I get. I try to answer everybody. Yeah, I do have the Studio app. It's not as good as the desktop app. You can get the desktop view on your cell phone, but it still doesn't work as well. Yeah, I mean, these people will villainize you for going out and talking to working women. Yeah, actually, I'm not interested in them. And actually, the disappointing thing is I was always very clear. I wasn't interested in any of these old bags in a romantic way. I mean, not even close. And I always went out of my way to make comments till they didn't get those kind of vibes. Victim to support. So what's that supposed to be? People that I've harmed? Yeah, do I ever, man. Yeah, it's a good question, man. It's a $50,000 question we all want the answer to. I'm just not, man. I don't know. I mean, if you've got a brain cell firing, it's pretty easy to ascertain who's interested in you and who's not. And for me to go out of my way to really draw a clear line in the sand, I don't get it. It's true, Druid. No, Mike, Milkman, nope. Yeah, that's it. That's my famous quote. No deed goes unpunished. Yeah, you're right. Milkman, I don't. Hey, hey Arlene, how you doing? How's your day going? Yeah, you just guys wouldn't believe it if it was just like nobody was blocked and banned. You wouldn't believe what a bunch of crazies are out there. What are you doing today, Arlene? Yeah, I don't know what you could do, Marie. I mean, I pretty much have it under control. No, I'm at Tim Hortons, actually. Now, I don't like, I don't know where you can get, the only place that I would say has good hash browns, and, you try not to eat that stuff if you can help it. But where I would say are the best hash browns ever are at Waffle House. Waffle House. Hey Heidi, how you doing? No, I don't really fool with them, man. I don't have anything to do with them. I blew off about 50 of their messages in a row, and that's what started the whole thing. Because I could see that trying to explain something was just off the table. So I just gave up. Oh yeah, Waffle House will make you fat. You got that right. Once in a while, it's so good, though. You ever been in one of those Waffle Houses like on a Sunday morning when it's busy? I don't know how they keep help. They'd need to pay me $50 an hour to do that. No, go ahead, Arlene. Go ahead and do it. But be prepared, Arlene. Now, Arlene, I'll tell you what they're going to do. If you do something like that, they're going to find out where you work, and they're going to get on your Facebook, and they're going to drive you nuts. So think this over before you do it. I don't really care because, I mean, no one's got enough balls to come up to me when I'm in Detroit. And they can contact my Facebook and email me all the nasty comments they want. It doesn't really bother me. But you're in a little different predicament, and you're a young person starting out in a career where I'm an older guy at the end of my career. So there's really not much you can do to me. But to you, it could cause you problems. You may react inappropriately because you're pissed, and they get a copy of that, and your employer finds out about it. I appreciate it, but my recommendation would be to not do it. I appreciate you thinking that way about me. But these kooks will go to the earth's end to cause trouble from you. They'll call local police departments and make up bullshit and send letters to YouTube. Don't do it, but thank you. Yeah, Arlene, believe me, I'd love to watch a video, but I'm telling you, I know how this goes, and I've been there. But like I said, I'm in a different position than you are. But thank you for your thinking of me that way. I mean, these people are absolutely off their rocker, crazy, nuts. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I know how it goes. Yeah, you're right, Druid. Yeah, that's exactly it. No, you just can't. There's a whole group of people out there that make their life existence on stuff like this. That's how Jerry Springer's show got going. Jenny Jones. The Kardashians are always arguing. So, I mean, there's a market for it. Okay. Oh man, people steal my videos all the time. For a while YouTube got pretty good about it, and now they're pretty bad about it again. But I don't really chase that stuff around like you think I should. Make sure you're not confusing it if they use my video on a playlist, because I know you can do that. You can make up, Arlene's playlist, and you can have every video I've ever made on yours, but you don't really get credit for it. I mean, I don't really care about any of this. So that's a little different. And let me tell you another thing. YouTube makes it so damn cumbersome and difficult to report somebody stealing your content. It's just you'll wear yourself out. They want the URL link of their channel. Then they want the URL link of the specific video. Then they want you to show the time frame and when your name. It's just so much extra bullshit. It's so easy. It's so much easier to just leave it up there. I should be able to go to a tab, click on it, and YouTube should do the rest. It's not that way at all. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, I got a little channel, and it has gained popularity in the last year, but you always think I could never figure out why, like, celebrities would end up hating their fans. I thought, geez, if I was ever famous, wouldn't it be cool to just open the door and say, hey, come on in, go to order a pizza, nice to meet you. Just keep being the real you. And, interact with your fans and, like, thank them for making you popular and blah, blah, blah. But the little taste that I've gotten from YouTube, I think the last great thing to cherish in life is your privacy. And once that's gone, you are absolutely screwed. Even David Bowie, at the end of his life, said that once he lost his privacy, he realized what a huge mistake he'd made. And Prince talked about it as well. So I can imagine what it must have been like on that level. I mean, you're a prisoner in your own home. No, Heidi, they never complain, but I do have some that don't want to do an interview. Yeah, Social Blade, yeah, that's what has everybody thinking of this stuff. I mean, there's still way, way more positive and nice people than bad. So, I mean, I still would recommend anybody that has an interest to start your own channel and get going. It's fun. And there are a group of people out there that they just can't stand the thought that I'm giving the time and day to working women. It just drives them absolutely nuts. Yeah, Tweety, I think you're correct on that. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, these wackos, they could be up for a week straight with no sleep, not even doing drugs, just to find ways to hassle you for defending me. So don't do it. Chad, Chad, really it doesn't faze me either way. I mean, I'm so thankful that I'm telling you, you won't find one chink in my armor. I am doing the same thing now as I was doing 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Exactly. I haven't changed up one thing. I haven't got a professionally made channel art. I haven't done more professional editing. I'm keeping it the same. I'm trying to. That's why I tell people all the time, I seem like a nice guy, but you don't see me on my bad side. I mean, there's a side of me I don't think you'd really like. And I'm not really worried about confrontation with people. If somebody wants to come up to me and talk about it, that's fine with me. And I don't mind about getting the negative emails and stuff. I just delete them and block them. So there's really not too much you can do to me. You're not going to do anything to me physically. I'm not scared about you killing me. You can report me to YouTube all day. And I so much enjoy blocking and banning people. I'll tell you one thing that I have lost that I'm disappointed about. And that is, in the old days, I used to be able to block somebody, delete their message, and then go talk shit to them through an email. But YouTube removed that feature, so now I just got to be satisfied with deleting their comments and blocking them, which isn't as fun. No, thanks, Chad. Yeah, so I mean, it's good, really. I mean, so I just keep on trucking. Ronnie, you don't need to tell them that. Ronnie, did you take your avatar off? I'm planning on going down to Detroit Thursday. Got a whole bunch of mail, a whole bunch of stuff. I got to buy some things. Hey, one thing, if anybody's watching out there, I'm keeping a logbook of what people send, and then I'm going to check it off as I dole it out. You know, it was easy when I was just getting a little cash here and there, and I was doing it on video, but I'm starting to get so many things now that I'm keeping logbooks. So not only am I going to record the transaction of me doling it out, I'm going to be checking it off where there's cash, and like I'm going to buy a case of ravioli and hand it out and that kind of thing. I want people to know where their money's going, and I want it. I'll say this: if somebody sends something, clothing or a donation or money, if you don't, if you can't go to a video and see where I mentioned your name and you saw your gift to that person, then I'll do it again until you see it. I don't want to miss anything or have funds come up missing or anything like that. I don't take anything from the money that's sent. I don't take anything from any of the clothing, food, firewood, nothing. Not one dime. Even when people send me money for gas or something, just trying to be nice, I spend that money on whoever. You know, there's some people I pay that I don't do interviews with because sometimes they'll see a group of women coming up that want to interview, like when I'm on Michigan Avenue. And I don't really want to interview some of these people. I just don't have the heart to tell them to get lost. So I ended up paying them for and not taping anything. Chad, you don't have to do that. Appreciate it, but I'm fine financially, believe it or not. It may not look like it, but oh, Kanka, congratulations. My parents were both heavy drinkers. Any of you guys wine drinkers out there? Anybody drink wine? Hey, LA Mayor, when your husband drinks wine, how much wine does he drink when he drinks some? How much does he drink? Here's the question I have for you. It's like I'll drink beer sometimes. Sometimes I'll drink, like I had Grand Marnier. I'll drink hardly ever a mixed drink. Maybe once in a while a margarita. And then I got a buddy of mine that's a doctor that, you know, these professionals are really into wine and they're always doing tastings and buying expensive wine and blah, blah, blah. And I did kind of find it interesting after I got into wine and you look at the region and the history and the grapes and the sulfides and, you know, the content of a bottle of wine. But here's the question I have for people out there. Hey, Jim, Superwoman was asking you about you last night. When I sit down and I'll drink, like say Dragon's Milk, that's it. That's got a high alcohol content. If I drink two of those, that's it. I mean, my brain's telling me, do not drink any more of this. Margaritas, maybe I could drink two, maybe three, I don't know. But usually it's only one, 99% of the time. But I'll tell you, when I open a good bottle of red wine, I can drink the whole bottle, no problem, over about a 4 or 5 hour period. And to me, that just seems like too much alcohol. But on the other hand, I would never drink alcohol like that in another form. Hello? Hello?